Welcome to Stayf Doodles. In this video I will go over all of the new brushes in Procreate 5.4 beta. You can watch part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on my YouTube channel. The links are in the description. This is still the beta version of Procreate and it's at this point not clear when Procreate 5.4 will be released. Go to procreate.com for the latest news. The brushes are made by Kyle T. Webster. In this video I'll cover the BrushSets Environment, Creative and Digital. Because this is still in beta, the brushes may change. I'm testing this on an iPad Pro 12.9 inch with the standard Apple Pencil, so I can not show you the hover function or the barrel roll function. I got a question from Scotty46 about the Kyle T. Webster brushes. Kyle made some amazing brushes for Photoshop. Scotty asked if there are similar brushes to the Smudge Rough and the Sand brushes in Procreate 5.4. There are not similar brushes in this environment brush set and the creative brush set, but they're made in the same manner. I'm first going to review the environment brush set, starting out with Binalong Bay. This is a great brush to paint water. The brush has a slight color variation. You can draw water in perspective when you change the size of the brush. It has a horizontal direction that is fixed to your canvas. When you rotate your canvas, the brush follows the direction. Cumulus is a brush to paint cumulus clouds. The brush is very dynamic and moves around a lot to create more random strokes. It's a very large brush. When you paint with it on the largest size, the brush starts to lack in performance. Stingy Bark is a brush with a bark texture. It's a tapered brush with some color variation. I've selected the brush cursor so you can see the shape of the brush and how it reacts. It seems like it has a random stroke that moves around, only it doesn't affect the brush stroke you lay down. The stroke does not blend when you apply another color on top. Pepperberry is a shape brush to mimic foliage. The brush has a color variation and is randomized for a more looser approach. When you apply another color on top, it does not blend very well. That's a shame. Especially when you want to paint nature, you need to blend to get a more realistic result. Salt Mellow is a brush with a grass shape. The brush has some color variation and you can lay down a grass pattern in your painting. When you apply another color, the brush does not blend, unless you change the opacity of the brush. Gravilla is a multi-shaped brush to paint trees and bushes. It has a color variation and it blends well with other colors. It's a rather big brush, but it starts to lack control when you have it on the largest size. Fortescue is a spray paint kind of brush. It's made up of random dots and has a color variation, great for painting in the pointillism style. Showy Violets is the last brush in this environment brush set. It has a random texture with some color variation. The shape of the brush has hard edges and doesn't blend with other colors. To be honest, I had high hopes for this environment brush set, but the brushes are not up to par with the nature brushes Kyle T. Webster made for Photoshop, or the nature brush set he made for Procreate some years ago. The creative brush set has a different approach. When you look at the shapes of the brushes, you can see a great variety. They're all tapered brushes. Lake Echo. Lake Echo has a fingerprint kind of grain. When you check the brush, you can see the grain. The brush has some color variation, and when you keep your Apple Pencil on the canvas, the line starts to blur. There's no difference between using the tilt function. Bicono is a multi-shaped brush with a bark-like grain. It has a color variation and great blending capabilities. When you press hard, you get the full color and grain. when you use less pressure, you can blend the colors. Rain Check is a very interesting brush. When you paint with less pressure, you will get the most color. When you keep your Apple Pencil on the canvas and apply more pressure, the color washes out like a watercolor brush. It gets the same texture when you throw salt on your wet watercolor painting on paper. Shining Bronze as a square-shaped pattern with a color variation. It's a tapered brush. It has a lot of dilution, so it blends well with other colors you already laid down on the canvas. Quambi is a variation on the Shining Bronze brush, but with a different shape and grain. Kingfisher has a mosaic kind of grain. The brush is a combination of two brushes with different shapes and grains. It's a washed out brush with a lot of dilution. Potina is a variation on the Kingfisher but with different shapes and grains. It's made with two combined brushes with some interesting grains. Oyster Catcher is the last brush in the Creative brush set. It's a tapered brush with a nice shape and grain. It also pulls and drags the paint you already painted on the canvas. Overall, this is a nice addition to the default brush library in Procreate. Digital is the last brush set in the Procreate library. Starting out with Motorsport, it's a graphic brush with a calligraphic line pattern. The lines are built up in 3 different sizes. Deep North is a variation on the first brush, but with a V-shaped brush. You can create some interesting patterns with it. It's a graphic and tapered brush. Crescent is a softer brush with a triangle shape with short edges when you apply less pressure. When you press harder, you get more paint and the pattern disappears. Roxy is a variation on the Crescent brush, but with a cube shape. The brush starts to lack performance when you set it to the largest size. Jukes is a variation on the Crescent and Roxy brush, but with a different digital shape. Fossil Cove is a tapered brush with a dotted shape. When you apply more pressure, the brush gets bigger and more dense. White Jasmine is a tapered brush with a halftone pattern. The pattern stays the same whether you make the brush bigger or smaller. When you add more pressure, the brush becomes bigger and the pattern more dense. The last brush in the digital brush set is built up from 2 brushes with some scattered patterns. It feels more like a shape brush to lay down some digital patterns. These digital brushes I won't be using, but they're a welcome addition to the default Procreate brush library. This is the last brush set in the Procreate library of Procreate 5.4. If you want to see all the video reviews of the new brush sets in Procreate 5.4 beta, go to my channel and watch them there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!